She put a pot on she hair and gone. Them a the first one out on the dam. Basket on she head, bucket in each hand. Hold up on she frock, I wanna she grandson. To the market, them a go. For the morning, the day is dawning. For cock-a-crow to give the villagers a warning. Rise and shine, the birds them a sing. All animal take turn as them join in the waking. Cock-a-crow, dog-a-bag, donkey, bray, horse, and they even duck-a-quack. Cock-a-crow, dog-a-bag, donkey, bray, horse, and they even duck-a-quack. Come and hear this sweet story that tell the people about life in the country. All day a back down, me now a come home. Binaga, jackass yard for fetchy load. Cockle shy hand, bag over shoulder, running by his side, a Rexy and Rover. From the farm, them a come. Sun a go down but up the river. Some washing clothes, some folks are bathing at the water. Fisherman, they catch them a bring. From a canoe boat, man, them start offloading. Aymara, Kwakwari, Hail Baka Kuma Kuma, even Lokunani. Aymara, Kwakwari, Hail Baka Kuma Kuma, even Bangameri. Listen to this sweet story that tell the people about life in the country. Them children glad when the weekend come. Out in the yard, them all gather round. Some a play catcher, some making house from straw. Two who come later, a grandma or grandpa. All a sit down just a wait. Moonlight so bright, it's just the right time to listen story or to say a little nursery rhyme. Grandpa voice a echo in the night as he tell the tale. Some picnic are there with fright. Oh, Ligan, Mungeza, Massa Kurma Bura Nancy, even Watamuma. Oh, Ligan, Mungeza, Massa Kurma Bura Nancy, even Watamuma. Yeah, man, that's the true story that tell the people about life in the country, life in the country.
Oh, yes! A lot of you gon' vex. But I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana be the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mix up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana, where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for me. Really think for me. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way out the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government working. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government working, the government working. The government working, the government working. The government working, the government working. The government working. Don't mix me with politics. I hear the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come here some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still give it some licks. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger.
Good morning, and welcome down to Livewire. We've been missing for a while. It's been days. It's been days. Not the normal short weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then we were having some problems with the laptop yesterday. Nevertheless, we're back here today and we're ready and we're rearing to go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning wherever you're joining the program from. Thank you for being here. Muntiaz Ali, Derek Drupal, Anthony Wong, morning to you guys. Chris, Sherwin Siram, Gil Ian, Neil Ramlokan, joining us from NYC. Chitra Sukraj, morning to you. Diane, Paul Joseph, Tracy Martindale, always supporting from Bartica. Dial Sukram, good morning to you, brother. Good to see you here. Savita Sukraj, morning to you. Sunil Raghubir, Leroy Mangal, morning to you. Henry Jagdio, morning. Omar Sharif joining us from NYC. Lola Harry, morning to you. Rose, morning. Rudolph Sarju, good morning to you. Tulsiram Chetty, Narain Singh, good morning to you. Cecil Ramprasad, Dioraj Nath, good morning. Prasad Patti, Richard Stanislas, Jamila Kayum, Shakila Khan, morning to you. Krista Kurprasad, Ricardo Bob, Pushram Kishore, Pam Singh, good morning to you and Trevor. I'm figuring you're in the garden right now. I hope the plants are doing well. Sanita Sukraj, Ramesh Prasad, Geeta Singh, morning to you. Ru Garib, morning to you. Asif Hamad, Dionan Suku, May Bonat, morning to you. Dale Henry, Vijay Lacha, morning. Eddie Ramnath, Veera Badar, Ann Hill. Miss Bob, morning to you. What's going on in Mocha? Special good morning to Councillor Stephanie Nelson Moore. I haven't seen her come in, but I'm pretty sure she's here. Tara O'Brien, Ram Kisoon, Harry Charan. What? Quincy Anderson up, y'all. Quincy Anderson is awake. Good morning to you, sir. Well, you see, so you got a lot of stuff to do today. Rupert Messiah, morning to you. Shafi. I hope that's right. Prem Prasad, David Itwar, morning. Jasoda Sargent, Rooney Singh, Michael Pereira, morning to you. Babita, Ann, Brian, Deshaun. What? What madness is this, man? What? Deshaun Abrams, morning to you. Congratulations on the new addition to your family. You and the wife, Zoe. Special good morning to y'all. Thank you for being here. Sally Jones, Daisy Jawahir, morning. Y3 boss, big up yourself. Coming from Mocha. A lot of Mokonians in the place. What's going on there in Mocha? A lot. And you know what is not going on there? That ground that Nima flew best and her husband had some dealings with. Moses Boville, morning. Mir Hassan, coming down to the end. Harold Kubar, morning to you. I hope I pronounce your last name right. People, Kevin Day, I call you this morning to secure your spot on this program for tomorrow. You didn't answer the phone, but I can call you back after the program. Morning to Councillor Kevin Day from the Horstelling / something NDC. I forget again, but we're going to have Kevin on here tomorrow to let us know what's going on in relation to that. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter celebration. So many things have been happening over this period that we have been apart. Our president has been out and about, person celebrating Easter. And I saw that Rickford Bork had a meeting with the diddler, and he was sharing with us. It was a successful meeting. So, you know, I don't know what the outcomes are for Guyana and what sort of investment he probably get Mr. Puff Daddy to make, but he looks like it was a successful meeting. He looks relaxed, you know, and it seems like the interaction was fruitful in relation to him benefiting from some piece of wood or something or the other. I don't know. But this is something I saw early this morning that jumped out at me. And I had to touch on him because the guy is in the news and we know the proclivities of Mr. Bork. Trouble. Now, another thing I wanted to run by you guys here, because we've been having some blackouts. Geeta Prasad, morning to you. Mukesh Vishnudat, Shakila Bridgelal, Matthias Noons. Miss Noons, morning to you. Welcome to the program. So I wanted to touch on this here quickly because we've got other things to deal with. And I just wanted to show the hypocrisy of people like David Lion Cross-eyed Patterson. You hear me? A blasted liar and hypocrite. All of them are contesting with Annette Ferguson for the posting of hypocrite in chief. Now, look at this post here, and I think I got this from the PNC page, right? PPP must take full blame for blackouts and chaos at GPL. In 2018, the Ministry of Finance under the coalition government gained access to US $900 million line of credit from the Islamic Development Bank. The first request was to utilize these funds as a loan of US $110 million for GPL to construct new substations and new additional transmission and distribution network, as well as upgrading existing power infrastructure. Now, here's something, people. Let us be real here. This blasted liar of a David Patterson. You mean to tell me David Patterson was the Minister of Public Infrastructure who had complete purview over GPL? during 2015 to 2020. And it's still 2018, they know that GPL had to get upgrade and new transmission line and new distribution networks and generator sets and things like that. What y'all think prompted this pissing politician, Mr. Bangles bracelets and bed sheets, Mr. Never Get Me Scales, to advance this bank, this Islamic Development Bank, to access this funds for GPL? What do you think prompted his thinking for these people? Right? Y'all notice the year. So 2015, GPL functioning well. They don't need no transmission upgrades. They don't need no new distribution network. 2017, they're functioning well. They need no transmission maze. They need no upgrading a network. Mind you, all this time we are suffering from blackouts. All this time we are suffering from blackouts. Right? 2017 come, they need it. BAPS, no confidence motion. Government about to get kicked out of office. This wretch all of a sudden know that they got financing to build new substation and this and that and that. Now here what I'm trying to show y'all. How this bare-faced, lying, pissing politician misleading people. So in 2018, you acquire these or gain access to this US $900 million line of credit. Right? This $900 million line of credit. Only 110 you needed for GPL to do whatever you needed to do. Vagabond Rickford Bork. Hear me, Rickford Bork. David Patterson. Why you didn't do it? Why didn't you do it? Y'all stall up this country from 2018 to 2020 till we get results. Why you didn't expend the 110 million and upgrade the facility and start building these new substation and new additional transmission and distribution network? 2018 to 2020, y'all, they prolong in the election period, doing all kind of jiggery, all kind of stubbornness. And y'all got the nerve to post something like this? You think people like David Patterson think that Guyanese have short-term memory loss? And even if some of us do, I don't. And I will come here and remind people that you, David Patterson, are a wretched soul. And you should never allow anybody from the PNC, APNU, AFC People's Movement, whatever it is, you understand me, to post your photo with this foolishness. You should do like Harmon and Amden. Let me take a bloody well back seat. Not even at the back of the bus. I catch a piece of wood outside the bus and you sit down behind the back seat. Because you, sir, had the opportunity to fix all these problems and did nothing. You only knew you had a line of credit after they had a no confidence motion to get your stinking government out of the place. When the economy failing, COVID ripping through we, all kind of things. You didn't do anything. All of a sudden, you know you got a line of credit. And after you realize you got less line of credit, 2018 to 2020, not one bloody thing you did, sir. Not one thing. You start upgrade the transmission network. You start upgrade the distribution network. You buy not a new generator, not you buy a couple bangles. You bought that. You buy some bed sheets. Indeed, you bought that. You collect the money from the Demerara Harbor Bridge to go China or wherever, and I'm hoping that you give that money back. Vagabond, you David Patterson. You understand? Your politics cross just like your eyes, sir. Cross just like your eyes. And for you to come here and play, you are misleading people about this current situation here when your administration did not do S to upgrade the system. You hear me? You and Annette Ferguson vying, both of you, for hypocrites in chief. Both of you are vying for that position. So, David Patterson, I am saying you get away from here. You get away from here with your nonsense. stutting around the place like you and Darren Wade is cousins with that nonsense. Let me see if I got this video still upload here. I gotta stop deleting these videos out of this thing, you know, but I usually clean up once the program finish. Somebody sent me a video with the boy responding to something with elections and stammering like he had it good. Look, listen, these people just crack me the hell up, you know. The PNC is a full comic show. I don't know why y'all waste y'all money to go to Suarez Circus when we got a year-round circus here in Guyana. Why I delete this video? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Ah, man. Somebody asked David, buddy. I win this, I win. They're stripping this. So, folks, I had to come here because I know people see this nonsense that the PNC post and they're probably sharing it. This idea came after the no confidence motion and they still couldn't implement it 2 years after the fact. Why is it doing everything else in caretaker mode? Remember, they were in caretaker mode after the no confidence motion. And all they were supposed to do was host elections or allow GCOM to host elections. And they're doing everything under the sun. Who ain't getting house lot? Who ain't getting land at Millie's hideout? Who ain't getting this? Who ain't getting that? All kind of thing. So David Patterson, you understand me? Whenever y'all see him, y'all say, get away from here, pissing Pato. You blasted liar, you. Blasted liar. And that's the fourth segment. We got a lot of other things to deal with this morning. We got a lot of other things to deal with. Let me jump across to this here because this is a little old and I didn't get to touch on it. Friday was a holiday and like I tell you, we had the period where we were out of touch Livewire family, but I'm glad that I'm back here with you to deal with some of these wretches. Good morning to Council de Armas. I see him on the live here. Yeah, Sally Jones sent me back that video. Sally sent me that video, you know. Let me see if she sent it already. Let me laugh at David Patterson one more time. I think I have it in her chat. Let me pull it up. This people, David Patterson and people in the PNC have no shame. No shame. These things are Googleable. You hear me? You can go and check anywhere for this information. What, Sally? Those enough people message me after you. I ain't seen this thing here at all. Okay, right. But no. Yes. Thank you, Sally. Let me listen to this idiot David Patterson before we continue and have a laugh this morning. The wretch. My grandmother used to use the word wretch. David Patterson. No good. You understand me? Imagine David pretending like he had the interests of Guyanese at heart when he was the person in charge of all of GPL and all the foolishness that's happening at GPL. You understand? Let me take a next quick look at this MOOC. Oh, shucks, no volume. What doing?
Why hasn't the coalition released the SOPs in its possession?
We will come. We'll have our SOPs with us. We'll have our SOPs.
So why did you release it publicly?
No, but listen to me. GCOM always set out GCOM at the of the thing we set out, and it is and you've look, listen. No win is a win, right? Because we the certain parts of the thing we set out.
Your view? Have they matched Mr. Mingo's in your view?
In most cases.
And what
have you compared the SOPs in Regions 4, Region 4 to the
Let me stop this stupidness. We got other things to deal with. We got other things to deal with. We can bother with it right now. He looking at the boondocks and Nkosi. You understand me? For you to Nkosi is Nkosi Williams Ice Pass Guyanese. Nkosi Williams want to know is where David Patterson looking. You sending Guyanese to do an impossible task? How people gonna know where David Patterson looking? David Patterson eyes more wild than the wildfires happening in Guyana right now. All over the place, all over, scatter, everywhere. Everywhere you see in one time. David got the all-seeing eyes. Because The vision is so crossed. It sees across borders and continents and everything. That's where he looking at Nkosi. And Nkosi, don't get me started with these people, man. No, I see Richard Stanislaus talking about the planes. Richard, I come into that, sir. Like I tell you, a lot of foolishness happened over this period that we were missing. You understand me? And we got to catch back up. We got to catch back up. Right? And like Sally Jones is suggesting in Nkosi. Hopefully, if we look in the direction that Rickford Bork, why I keep mentioning Rickford Bork? What's going on with me? That's crazy. If we look in the direction that David Patterson looking, you understand me? That is the direction of the eagle eye. You understand me? Ganesh Rambali, morning to you. Quincy Anderson making a nice point here. We would not have had these electrical issues if the APNU didn't cut the funding to the Amelia Falls Hydro Project. That is another key point to remember. If Ajay Chatterpal, Joan Abidjan, Vishal Prasad, morning. Vishal, I ain't taking no calls today. I see you calling, I ain't taking no calls today. Today, I got to catch up on my abusing. So, abusing through. So, like I'm saying, an excellent point by Quincy Anderson here. Right? The APNU were the ones, the PNCAFC, were the ones who mess up the Amelia Falls Hydro Project. Imagine if that was on stream, right? Imagine if that was on stream. Then we got the gas to shore coming on stream with all these solar farms that the government building across the country. Imagine what it would have been like. So that is my reason for coming for you this morning, Mr. Patterson. The El Pistolero. You understand me? And I am suggesting to you, go to the hospital and get yourself checked. The people at the place where you're peon told me that the gate corroded. I don't know what you got in your system or what, but go and check it out. The people gave them that you peon. They said the metal just rotting away. They don't know what's going on. Right? Anyway. Boy. Look.
There's certain things they are looking.
No, folks. Folks, listen to me. Aubrey Norton days are numbered. Our days of dealing with this shall be over soon. Royce Ford has stepped up to challenge Mr. Aubrey Norton. Right? He stepped up to challenge Mr. Aubrey Norton for the leadership of the PNC. I don't know. Listen, both of these guys, I don't even know how to describe it. All I can say to you is sit back, relax, and wait for the fireworks to fly. And I would dare say with this video, Aubrey Norton would have fired the first set of shots. Bart Mangar, morning to you. Janet Lal, Danaram Bisram, morning to you. Right? So Pab says it's a dangerous side indeed. That's a highly corrosive urine. You don't want that to rub. So Aubrey Norton here. Oh my God, let me play the video. Yeah, I know y'all see it, but we can play it one more time.
A lot of party members speak to me, and there are certain things they are looking for in the leader at this stage. One of them is the PPP must have nothing on you so that they can
the PPP must have nothing on me.
Use it to their advantage. You must not be involved in any oil scam, or there's any document left in the government drawers that can be used to control you.
Oh God, listen. This is a classic case. All Guyanese know of this phrase that I'm about to use. All Guyanese, young, old, in the country, out the country, all y'all know about this here. Lord, this is a hell of a place to pass you by. What you face, G? Let me run you a little couple more seconds. Gosh,
and I'm one
can't get
of the persons.
Oh, Jesus. No. All right, we're going to live with this one here. This is a classic case of the pot telling the kettle that it bottom black. Right? For all the persons who think I'm a racist, it's not a racist statement. It is an idiom. It's called it an idiom or an old Guyanese saying. Classic case of the pot telling the kettle your bottom black. Y'all could believe blank check Aubrey Norton talking about integrity and clean hands. Blank check Aubrey Norton. You could believe that somebody who requesting from the treasurer or a conversation was released alluding to the leader of the PNC requesting blank checks from the treasurer talking about clean hands. If that's what you doing with your party money, what you gonna do with the government resources? What are they gonna do with the NRF fund? You understand me? What are they going to do? Or I reiterate, Aubrey Norton in a drunken state crashed the government Land Cruiser when he was direct advisor to Granger on youth. When he was at Middle Street in the conference room that he turned into office. Crashed the government Land Cruiser. Driving intoxicated is clean hands. Destroying government property is clean hands. Aubrey Norton, you should be the last person that talking. You very well know, but nobody in the PNC don't like you other than your executive. The heavy tongue girl that host face in the nation, that the heavy tongue one. Elizabeth, big size lady. The stupid banner from Region 5 man, Vince Roy Jordan, I think. The idiot from Region 2, Sherwin Holder. and Don Hastings, which y'all don't like because she's a woman and she's indigenous. Those are the old and Carol, what's your name? The Island Gas Export. Those are the only persons supporting Aubrey Norton right now in this party. Y'all realize that when Aubrey Norton goes on the road to do any political work, none of the members of parliament go with him. They don't want to get see with the boy stupidity. None of the members of parliament for the PNC accompanies Aubrey Norton on the road to do political work. You usually see him with a bunch of old comrades from national service and them kind of thing, walk around the place. This guy from City Hall don't even go with him no more. The Red Rasta man. Council of the Arms, please remind me. Garraway don't even walk with the boy no more. Y'all look at the videos of Garraway on a podium when Garraway saying the next president in waiting. Even Garraway don't take it serious. You understand? Jane, morning to you. Ganesh Rambali, morning to you, brother. Right? None of the politicians, none of the members of parliament go anywhere with Aubrey Norton. Well, like I said, other than his executive. Vince Roy, Sherwin, Elizabeth, Dan, and the heavy tongue girl, PR. The PR girl. And y'all remember the other day, Aubrey said we got to fix the PR because the PR doing beer stimulus in the PNC. So she need to either up she game and get some kind of shadow position or something because they're booting you out of the PR department. They are booting you out of the PR department. So Aubrey Norton is saying that Roysdale got skeletons in his closet and the people in the party, Keith Benjamin, morning to you. Michael Captain, morning to you. The persons in the party talk to him and they say Roysdale is trash and we don't want him. We want you, leader Aubrey. You understand? Stand
out as somebody whose integrity is intact and the government has nothing on me.
The sad part about this, right? the sad part about this is when Aubrey Norton realized Rysdale Ford was a liability to the party, that Rysdale Ford got all this baggage that he's claiming, right? All the time, you sitting with Rysdale Ford in the parliament and that kind of thing, and you will realize that he got baggage. But then again, Aubrey, you are one of the most, oh gosh, you don't got no, you're like a toothless dog, Aubrey Norton, because you can't even remove MPs from your side of the house out of parliament. So you can't even tell Rysdale nothing. You can't even tell Rysdale nothing. I am hoping that we don't have another situation that caused you to walk out of the last PNC Congress when they had shooting up at Congress Place and all kind of thing. I am hoping that you don't pull a Granger and try to rig the Congress so that you stay there. But then again, I'm hoping that you do that. Because if you do that, Aubrey Norton, I'm guaranteeing y'all more PNC people will walk. You understand? Thank you, Dial. Both of you and North, you and Rysdale Ford, two goof meth. I know when last I hear the one, two goof meth. But again, I'm saying, I'm hoping that they don't rig the Congress. If you are, I'm going to show you the video and see if I can play it here tomorrow. When Aubrey and all the Lindoners walked out to the PNC Congress because Granger Ital, second time I get for use it. I got to try and fit it in a little more. Granger Ital rig up the Congress so that they could win the leadership position in the party. So Aubrey, we're watching you. We are watching you, right? And we're hoping that you don't go down that path of rigor mortis and rigor. Well, rigor mortis is something, no, you can't use rigor mortis. The rigoration, right? We hope you don't do the same thing like Granger. You understand me? And rig down the place.
Came to the leadership of this party, campaigning on the fact that I was not tainted by corruption.
Tainted by corruption.
And that
it's not tainted by corruption.
All and sundry know.
All and sundry know.
That Aubrey Norton has served.
Aubrey Norton has served all and sundry. Nonsense. I got time to talk. I'm done with that nonsense. Let you try there. Let them try there. We're moving on. Navi Chan, morning to you. Bharat Mangar, morning to you. Jarat Lal, morning to you. Now let me move on, people. Got some more things. These people are... Anybody read that article by Freddie Kassoon? This is another thing I upload. Anybody read that art? Well, I cannot say that article. I gotta give you the date because Freddie's right every day. Give me a second. Make sure I get the right date. So if you don't get it, you could go back and check it. Right? What was the date on this? Shit. No. But the title of the article was OGNN Civil Society, the Private Media and Accountability by Freddie Kassoon. I think this was two days ago. 2 days ago, right? I'm encouraging you guys, if you didn't get the paper, check it out online and check out that column by Freddie Kassoon. Now, it spoke to the role of the media, the opposition, and civil society. And it's crucial for a healthy democracy that the media, the opposition parties, and civil society groups play their respective roles in holding the government accountable. Shutting them out can be detrimental to the functions of a country. And we've seen that the Irfan-led administration has taken note of this. So there has been a lot of collaboration and consultation in PPPC governments in general, but even more so now under the Irfan-led administration. Now, we must understand that critical voices are necessary to keep those in power in check and to ensure that policies and actions are scrutinized for the betterment of society. Right? Now, in relation to government's responsiveness, elected leaders should pay attention to constructive criticism and evaluate it for its merit. However, They may ignore criticisms if it becomes relentless and intolerant, right? Critics of the government risk losing credibility if they become intolerant or biased in their opposition, which may lead to them being ignored by the elected leaders. Now, we have classic cases of this. The Christine equation, the Sherwin Holy equation, the R.B. Norton and he rent to own scheme, David Patterson and he talking about bridge and road and it. And you understand what I'm talking about, right? Who in the right mind would take these people serious in relation to that kind of criticism? And not even a criticism to make it better. You criticizing stuff that you are not doing. Right? Now let's look at personal integrity. And that is something seriously lacking in the opposition. Those criticizing the government should lead by example and maintain integrity in their actions and words. Hypocrisy undermines their credibility. So how could Annette Ferguson be credible? Right? We know how the Guyanese hypocrite is. I ain't got to go through that. How could somebody like Roysdale Ford be credible? Could y'all remember when we had the whole Mace incident when they were making the amendments to the NRF or something in relation to the NRF in Parliament? And Roysdale Ford stood up in the Parliament and watched Annette Ferguson make herself a blasted idiot, snatching, and not even Annette alone, Annette, Sharisha Duncan, the whole crew, making themselves blasted fools, removing the mace, upsetting the sitting of the National Assembly. And a few minutes after, Roysdale Ford goes out to the media and tells them they don't know how the thing passed because the mace wasn't there. How the mace gets removed, Roysdale Ford? They don't understand it passed. The mace wasn't in the place, and so how it gets removed? You as a lawyer, where's the integrity? You know how why the mace wasn't there, and don't know what caused the mace to not be there and how the thing could have proceeded. You're shameless, Roysdale Ford. You stood there, and that's the thing that's freaked me out with these lawyers. You know, look at how the lawyers operate in the party of the PNC. The sensible lawyers, sorry, because they got Darren Wade. And we can't just group he with all the other lawyers. Whilst PNC lawyers are inherently stupid and would argue the most idiotic points, Darren Wade is a cut above the rest of them. You understand? His stupidity is unfathomable, cannot be quantified. The level of stupidity of Darren Wade. But just let me show you the difference between sensible PNC lawyers and PNC members of parliament and operatives. Whilst that scenario was going on in the National Assembly with the snatching of the mace and the kind of thing, whilst Roysdale Ford was out of his seat, Roysdale Ford didn't play no part in blocking nobody, snatching nothing, pulling nothing. He just there in what Mahatma Gandhi used to call this, quiet civil disobedience or something like that. Something like that. But he was protesting quietly. He was protesting in silence. He was out of his seat, but he didn't engage in pulling and tugging and calling people house slave and them kind of thing. Because he has better sense. You understand me? He has better sense. Look at Nigel Hughes. Nigel Hughes come and bring an equation to this country that he himself ain't go and defend. Put it out there and then pull himself completely away. Right? So, mind you, people like Roysdale Ford, no credibility. Sherrod Duncan talking about corruption when he spent up the Chronicle money and Moses and Gita to knock him off. His own people, they're talking about corruption. David Patterson going into the parliament and talking about anything in relation to infrastructure. You understand me? No credibility. The entire former government talking anything about oil and gas or oil and gas money. Y'all have no credibility. Look what y'all do with the 18 million US. We get about 4 or 5 explanations as to where this money gone. You understand? So, again, critical voices need to ensure that the credibility in check before they come in to tell anybody about anything. Personal integrity is important. Right? Now, let's look at accountability of the media and civil society. Media outlets and civil society groups should themselves be accountable and transparent in their actions and operations. So up to now, we don't know who the members of the GHRA are. And we all know the selective outrage that is shown by the GHRA, Red Thread, Policy Forum, Guyana, and these places. Now, up to now, Red Thread didn't issue a statement on the chairman of the Region 4 RDC and the trouncing that he put on his wife. Up to now, and Red Thread is one of them organizations that look out for women's rights. Up to now, Red Thread is nothing but a man who trouncing her husband or used to. They got court documents to say so. Up to now, what's wrong with Red Thread? Where is your voice? Where is your voice? You could imagine GHRA ain't said nothing about a male that gone to Guyana, to Ghana in Africa to look at markets when he's not an engineer, never worked in the market system, never was a clerk, a market clerk, a works city engineer, nothing of the sort. He just taking a trip. Could this be? There were allegations of PNC persons making promise to the Ghanaian people and the Ghanaian officials over there about possibilities of kickbacks when they win the 2025 election. I don't know what's 2025 they're talking about. It can't be the one that's coming up next year. So I hope these people in Ghana know what they're doing. If they're doing anything untoward, I hope y'all look, stop it. Now, there are instances of selective reporting or biased behavior by media outlets, right? And this can damage their credibility as well and impact their ability to influence government policy. So take, for instance, Kaicho News, for example, that always peddling the most fallacious lies and misinformation. And then they're expecting the government to look at their articles and the stuff that Glenn Lal says on his programs and actually take him serious. They're for real? I don't think they're for real. I think they are definitely in another world. Or something wrong with them. You understand? A balanced and fair approach from both critics and the government is essential for effective governance and public trust. And I think, in my personal opinion, that the government has been making information available, trying to keep persons in the loop as it relates to what's happening in this country, how they can be involved. And every time the opposition starts some foolishness about what not happening here, they have a minister going out to show persons like, no, this is not so. Right? So just like the GTU issue, you have to have the labor minister, the education minister, all these people coming out to say, hey, these people aren't being fair. They're not being honest in relation to our interactions. You notice since they couldn't provide the minutes to the court, this whole thing like it, you know how grave it is. My friend Akib Evans gave me this analogy. You know when you got the gravy high on the fire, bloop, 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 bloop. You bubble it up. Right? GTU gravy get torn to low fire. Right now is bloop, 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 bloop. Low gravy the bubble down too. And the sad part is that more and more information is coming out to show teachers the size of the shaft that GTU was giving them all the years. So back down to low gravy. Once the court hearing done and the people them salary get cut and the government stop taking out the GTU Jews, they're gonna know the country. Because they're going to go and collect it. They're going to know the country. They will know their country. They will know the country. All right, people, we're moving on. So, I'm pretty sure y'all would have seen the government would have expended some funds to acquire some new, not secondhand, not used, not refurbished, right? Not seconded from nowhere to use and send back. Brand new aircrafts for the GDF. Brand new aircrafts to the GDF. Paul Joseph Norton disrespected the president's wife. Me never even see Norton's wife, so he should be the last person talking about anybody's wife. But I ain't hear it. But I'm gonna look for it. If you got the link, send me the link on Facebook or on WhatsApp. Let me look at it. So the government of Guyana would have invested in 2 new aircraft for the Guyana Defense Force, right? And I wanted to take you through a couple of points regarding the acquisition of these hold a second. Hold a second. Anyway, right. So I wanted to go through some information here with you in relation to the purchase of these Dornier 228 aircraft by the government of Guyana. Right? Now, it is important to highlight how the purchase of these 2 planes represents a more cost-effective investment when you compare it to the old Skyvans that were purchased under the last administration. And it's always important to contrast things so that people have an understanding of what you had, where you're getting now, so you can understand where the hell you going. Because if you don't have that correlation, you're looking very bad. You're looking very PNC. And I don't like people look PNC. You understand? Good. Now, despite the high cost of the Skyvans, they were unusable due to their age, whereas these new planes are brand new and functional. I must emphasize the operational efficiency of the aircraft that were purchased over the Skyvans. These 2 aircrafts are equipped with modern equipment and have a short takeoff and landing capability, making them suitable for accessing remote airstrips in the hinterland. Right? We should also discuss how the acquisition of these 2 aircraft enhances the geographic reach and operational capacity of the Guyana Defense Force. Unlike the old Skyvans, which were inoperable, these 2 planes can effectively serve the needs of the Guyana Defense Force in relation to surveillance, transportation, and again, medical evacuations. Right? So, all in all, we are in a better position with what we have here now. Right? We can put the people on the drones, camera by and fly them out. Right? I want to also highlight the technical advancements of these 2 aircrafts compared to the outdated Skyvans. These 2 planes were manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and feature modern avionics and engineering, ensuring reliability and safety. It must be stressed the importance of investing in modern and functional aircraft for national security purposes. The acquisition of these 2 planes strengthen Guyana's defense capabilities and ability to respond to various security challenges, including border protection and emergency situations. Look, with that, let's look at the wasteful expenditure of this Skyvan here under the APNU AFC. Now, in the image that you're seeing, this was the arrival of the last one that they bought. The last one. Sorry with the StreamYard, I can't expand the image to show you. Right? I can't expand the image to show you, but you check. You check the dates are here on this Starbucks News. July 1st, 2021. You got the name of the article, you put in the date, Starbucks News, it can show up on your Google search. Right? Now, the purchase of unserviceable aircraft, which cost taxpayers millions of dollars, highlights the pattern of wasteful expenditure by the APNU AFC administration. The decision to purchase the Skyvan and the Islander aircraft, another worries that never really were, without proper due diligence, despite their age and condition, raises questions about the competency of the procurement process and the oversight mechanisms within the APNU AFC government at the time. Now, mind you, the Islander plane that they bought only had 45 hours left for on one side engine until it had to get a whole revamp and rehaul. You understand? So the GDF money had to be spent to buy those planes. One of them never left the ground. Never fly and go nowhere. The other one could barely fly. And even with the little flying it do, had to go and get service. Guess what? Now the GDF was servicing it, you know. These people now had to disassemble, send this whole engine, ship it out to America to get it fixed and come back, and it still never worked. That is the kind of foolishness that was happening under the PNC. And I set a drone that could only fly for half an hour. Idiots. The lot of them. Right? Now, let me continue. Despite assurances from the APNU AFC government officials about the airworthiness and the suitability of the aircraft for the use by the Guyana Defense Force, the Skyvan flew less than 1 month. The Skyvan. Right? While the Islander did not provide even 1 month of service, failing to fulfill the promises of enhancing the GDF capabilities. And there was a GDF-led administration, Ranger Harmon, everybody in the GDF, in the government. Right? The expenditure of significant sums on the overhauling of engines of the aircraft that were ultimately deemed unserviceable indicates mismanagement of public funds and a failure to prioritize investments that would benefit national security and public welfare. The failure to conduct proper maintenance and repair on the purchased aircrafts, leading to their rapid depreciation and unserviceability, reflects poorly on the management and the operational capabilities of the former administration. There is a need for more accountability and oversight in relation to the decision-making processes. Or I should say there was a need, and that is what we have now. So that is why we see, instead of purchasing stupidness, right, we're getting brand new equipment so that the GDF can do what they need to do. Right? Now, I want y'all to look at something here that I saw in one of the photos to show you the difference between these administrations. Now, these people didn't buy this aircraft and just sell it. If you look in the corner here, you see personnel from the Indian Air Force, who will be here to set up the aircraft, train personnel. They got a set of spare wheel, spare parts come, all kind of thing. And that is how you purchase equipment for your country. That is how you upgrade your defenses, your defense force, your army, your police, whatever it is. You buy proper equipment, you ensure that they have the training to operate the equipment, you understand? And you ensure that Guyanese, you get value for money. Right? Right now, with this here, the Guyana Defense Force could send 4 aircrafts to the border with troops to defend us. Right? Because you got 2 of these down here 288, and I think they're supposed to got 2 helicopters left from out of the set with the one that crashed and that kind of thing to transport troops. You understand? And I'm pretty sure government will be spending more to upgrade the GDF. We got Metal Shark. We got them hot fast boats, them gunships for the Coast Guard and them kind of thing. We got them proper things, and with infrastructural development, and with education development, and with development of the healthcare sector, development of agriculture, development of tourism, all the other sectors. You understand me? All the other sectors are still going, and the government's still doing things. Why the PNC, PNU couldn't do this in the 5 years? Why we always got some BS to look back on when it comes to them and their tenure in office? We always have some stupidness that we could look back at. Like, look at this foolishness these people used to do. Look at this trash that they have here at the wharf. You understand? Mind you, another, if you look at this article here, you look at the text, you see when they buy these things, after the no confidence motion, again, I didn't even notice this here now until I looked down in this thing, right? So they start upgrading GDF, and that's how they're siphoning out the money, were siphoning out the money out to the government, buying a set of chauvinist, so they could try and rig up the elections. So now they know they got biting for GDF. Following the AP and use AFC government's controversial purchase of 2 Sky Vans in 2018. That's when they know that they had to buy Sky Van after they get booted out of parliament and say, go host election. The people don't want you no more. And that's what people need to remember. That's the only time they work. When they are on their way out of everything. Of anything. Right? Anyway, guys, finally, I wanted to touch on the president had a meeting with the board of directors and the management of the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated and the Power Producers and Distributors Incorporated and Wartsila at State House. Now, President Ali's recognition of the challenges faced by the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated is a positive step towards addressing the issue. You can't address the issue if you don't really acknowledge that they got issue. Acknowledging the inherited problems from David Pistolero Patterson, such as the lack of maintenance and investment, demonstrates a commitment to transparency and accountability. So it's basically the president saying, hey, I know they're messing up. It's not we fault, but we're going to fix it. You understand? The discussion on the exponential growth in demand for electricity highlights the importance of modernizing and expanding the country's power infrastructure to meet the needs of a growing population and economy. The acknowledgement of the aged assets and the lack of redundancy in transmission infrastructure underscores the urgent need for investment in upgrading and modernizing the power grid to ensure reliability and resilience. Now, the government, the Irfanali-led government's engagement with the UK Export Finance to explore financing options for transmission infrastructure indicates a proactive approach to addressing the challenges facing the power sector. Collaboration with international partners can bring expertise and resources to support the infrastructure development. President Ali's suggestion for GPL to consider alternative options for providing bridging energy demonstrates a commitment to finding immediate solutions to meet the growing demand for electricity, while long-term infrastructural projects are on the way. So gas to shore, reviving of a mile of hydro project, the corridor between Suriname, Guyana, and Brazil. Those things will take some time, right? So the anticipation of A further growth in the demand for electricity underscored the urgency of addressing the challenges facing the power sector and investing in infrastructure to ensure reliable and affordable energy supply for future development. The scheduling of a follow-up meeting between the President, GPL, and the power producers and distributors and Wärtsilä indicates a commitment to ongoing dialogue and action to address the issues facing GPL and the power sector. Continued engagement with stakeholders is essential for the development of comprehensive solutions in implementing effective reforms. Emphasizing the importance of providing efficiency and sustainability in power generation and distribution can help address both immediate challenges and long-term energy security goals, right? So I hope this gives persons a better understanding of the efforts being made to address the challenges facing the energy sector here in Guyana and support initiatives aimed at improving energy access, reliability, and sustainability. We know of any meeting of this sort here under Pissin Patterson? No, we don't. So I appreciate the president acknowledging the issue and making efforts to work to make it better. Right? Trouble. Guys, so we got a winner for the competition. As I wrap up this morning, I'm announcing the winner of the competition. Y'all know the competition. It's been a while, but y'all know the competition. Y'all know. So I gotta get this young lady's name, and we're gonna do a whole handing over and all that other stuff. You know, we gotta take a photo, but we gotta hide your face. We want nobody attacking her. But she did an excellent job. She did an excellent job. I can't complain at all. I can't complain. Right? I can't complain. So guys, look out for the fights. The fighting there at Congress Place. Look out for the fighting there at Congress Place. And guys, this young lady here is the winner of the Godi Jump Challenge. Right? Her prize, a trophy, $10,000 and a t-shirt. We can do the handover, no fight. So this is the winning entry to the competition. To all the other entrants, thank you for taking part. But this is our winner. I gotta get her name and get that sorted out. But this is the winning entry.
All the Godi man stand still. How we gonna do a Godi man walk right now? You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Godi walk, Godi walk, Godi walk, everything. Godi walk, jump, Godi walk, Godi walk, Godi walk, everything. Godi, listen. Godi jump, Godi jump, Godi jump, everything. Godi jump, Godi jump, Godi jump, Godi jump, everything. Hear me sing, so. Make Godi can wearing tight pants. Make Godi just wear on the big shot. Make Godi can wearing tight pants. Make Godi just. Hear me sing. Bang bang malang, cut your Godi. Bang bang malang, strong baby Godi. Bang bang malang, cut your Godi. Bang bang malang, hear me, listen. Big Godi can wearing tight pants. Big Godi just wear on the big shot. Big Godi can wearing tight pants. All them Godi man stand still. How we gonna do a Godi man walk right now? You ready?
Listen, it's the props to me. The young lady went the extra mile and made sure she had props for her performance. So that is our winner. Hopefully by Friday? Yeah, I think by Friday we should be able to do our handover ceremony. And you know, it is what it is. Excellent entry. Ladies are a dancer, and she went the extra mile and she got some props to show what was really going on. Y'all go be good Guyanese out there. Don't get into any trouble. Watch the pedestrians on the roadways. Listen to the police. When they stop y'all, comply, then complain. Right? Guys, look out for those wildfires happening in your community. If you see anything, If you hear anything, say something. If you smell anything, to say something. Call the fire service and that kind of thing. I am heading out to here. Continue to be good guidees. And as I usually say to you guys before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie walk. Jump. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie. Listen. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Hear me sing. So. Make goalie can't wear in tight pants. Make goalie just wear on the big shot. Make goalie can't wear in tight pants. Make goalie just. Hear me sing. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, strong baby goalie. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, hear me, listen. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Strong baby goalie. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, hear me, listen. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie walk. Jump. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie. Listen. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Hear me sing. So. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just. Hear me sing. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, strong baby goalie. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, hear me, listen. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie walk. Jump. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie walk. Jump. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Goalie walk. Everything. Goalie. Listen. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Goalie jump. Everything. Hear me sing. So. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just. Hear me sing. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, strong baby goalie. Bang bang malang, catch a goalie. Bang bang malang, hear me, listen. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Jump, goalie jump, every hear me sing. So, big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just wear on the big shot. Big goalie can't wear in tight pants. Big goalie just hear me sing. Bang bang malang.